It's no secret that I'm a big fan of fighting games. It's also no secret that I'm a big fan of cinematic, story-driven games. The two have come together before in franchises like Mortal Kombat and Guilty Gear, but now my favorite fighting franchise, try and say that a few times fast, Street Fighter, has a cinematic story mode of its own. Just for real quick, let's talk about Street Fighter V story mode, A Shadow Falls. Devour. The story in Street Fighter V takes place between the events of Street Fighter IV and Street Fighter III, where M. Bison, the leader of the organization Shadaloo, has defeated Seth and his Shadaloo spin-off known as SIN. Shadaloo has taken several well-known hackers from across the globe and made them develop these things called the Black Moons. Each one hovers in orbit above a major city, and when it's activated, it shoots off an electromagnetic pulse that destroys all electricity in that city. The story begins with the resurrection of Charlie Nash, Guile's old Air Force buddy who was killed while taking down Shadaloo in Street Fighter Alpha 3. He learns that Bison is back and that he must be killed before he takes over the world and becomes unstoppable due to his psycho power. Meanwhile, we see some glimpses of the other fighters. Rashid is tracking down one of his old friends who was kidnapped, Zangief, Armika, and Alex are wrestling, and so is Laura now, apparently. Karine is researching the Black Moons to find a way to stop them, and Ryu, well, he's just doing Ryu things. It's probably not important. While these things are going on, there's a new fighter named Necalli mucking about. He's actually some sort of ancient being that devours the souls of other stronger fighters. According to Dalzim, it only appears when the world is in great crisis, so I guess it makes sense that it's here now. Okay, look, I don't want to bore you by running through every single plot point of this 4-hour long story. Let's just jump to my thoughts on it, sound good? It's okay. It's not great by any stretch of the imagination, but at the same time, it's not bad. It's serviceable, I'll put it that way. The biggest complaint I have is that nothing really happens. Nash learns how to use his new powers to counteract Bison's psycho power, and when he has his big showdown with Bison towards the end, you're thinking, he's actually gonna do it! He's actually gonna get his revenge and kill Bison! Oh, never mind. I guess Nash will just die for no reason then. Wait, what's this? Oh hey, guess what guys? Ryu's the actual hero, because f*** you Nash, I guess. Rashid ends up saving the day by solving some riddle his now dead friend left for him. And remember Necalli? The seemingly super powerful, supernatural being that feasts on other fighters? Yeah, he does f*** all. He gets punked by Bison, Ryu, and probably Peter at some point, before melting into the floor never to be heard from again. So why was he even there? He serves no purpose and really feels shoehorned in there for the sake of just having all the characters in it. Really, the best part of the story, for me personally, was actually Cammy's little side plot, where she laments about not having a family, and then realizes that DiCaprio and the other dolls, in a way, are her family. So yeah, story-wise, nothing really important happens, aside from Bison dying, with Shadaloo dying along with him, which would normally be pretty thrilling and satisfying if we didn't already know it happened because of the events in Street Fighter III. Capcom couldn't really take any risks with this one, because the ending had to be able to transition smoothly into what already happened next. I give Capcom credit for making a full-fledged story mode, as opposed to just having some bits and pieces of story in each character's arcade endings. Honestly, I hope these things become much more prevalent in fighting games. It makes the stories more accessible to casual players, and it lets them try out a wide range of characters in a no-pressure setting. It's just a shame that Street Fighter's first attempt resulted in a rather hollow experience that was entertaining, but felt really disjointed and didn't really accomplish much.